know something, you need to speak on it. Welcome or welcome back as your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance. And yes, that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. With that being said, because there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself, always and only take what resonates as well as leave the rest. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly, as well as grab your pen and your paper and be prepared to take notes. In this video, we're going to talk about why it's so important to speak on your truth despite of how people feel towards you, and that when something is for somebody, they're going to receive it. In this video, we're also going to have some reminders and some disclaimers, and some recommendations. So just keep that in mind. Starting off the disclaimers, when you know something, you know it. When you are intuitive, when you're connected, whether you're believing in spirituality, religion, atheist, scientist, energy, whatever, because you have free will, and I'm not here to force religion or spirituality, you know what you know. Everybody does not know what you know, and that's okay. Everybody does not have the same experiences in life. Everyone's not the same race. Everyone's not the same gender. Everyone does not have the same 24 hours. Like physically, yes. Man-made time, yes. When it comes to structure, yes. We have Monday through Friday. We have Saturday through Sunday. We have December through January. Everybody's individual days, everybody's transportations, everybody's resources, everybody's finances, everyone's education is not the same. Some people have more experiences than others, and that is okay. So when you have certain experiences that other people do not have and you want to share them and you want to speak on them, you're allowed to do that. With that being said, you don't have to explain truth. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to convince people to believe in what you believe in or to know what you know. If it's not for them, it's not for them. That's not your audience. So for example, on this account, I talk about healing and mental health and positivity and love and abundance. Why? Because that's my energy. That's who I am. That's what I embody. That's what I'm allowed to do. If you don't like it, it's not for you. And that's the same thing with you. I know what I know because of what I've gone through, what I've experienced. And I am an entrepreneur. I've been running a business for the past couple of years, working with all different kinds of people. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, hey, gay, them, she, we, FG. From 5, not a lot of young people, but I have, children that I encountered, like neighbors and family members and etc. But like from 18 to people that are like 70 years old. You can learn from any and everybody. Learn to be teachable. When you don't know something, you don't know it. When you know something, you know it. Nobody thinks they know everything. So with that being said, when you're expressing yourself and you're speaking on your truth, don't worry about people trying to go back and forth with you. Something that I do at my big age, at the age of 28, is let people know we're not compatible. So if you don't like what's coming out of my mouth, you don't have to be here. When people go out their way to focus on people and places and things that have nothing to do with them, they end up distracting themselves and walking on a narrow path that they don't even want to be on because they're lost, because they're limited, because people are ignorant. People only know what they've been exposed to. So for example, you have some people that only live and see what they've been taught and programmed by their family members, their friends, their coworkers, their community, even the government, etc. Once again, this doesn't mean that people are better or less than. It's just all about exposing yourself, because all the knowledge, all the resources is here if you want to receive it. If something, you don't want to receive something, if you want to disagree, disagree. But going back and forth, you don't have to do that. When you know something and you want to express it, do it. This is why I created this platform. The people that are meant to receive my messages and get me the first time are going to get it. Now, if you don't get it, but you want to get it because you want to receive information, you want to elevate, you want to become motivated, you want to be positive, you like the energy, you're going to be open to receive. If you choose not to be open to receive, I'm not going back and forth with you. I never have and I never will. I've never felt the need to over-explain myself to people who are not for me. When people have already made up in their mind about you, because you are going to have a lot of ignorant people, especially on the internet. You're going to have a lot of ignorant people who try to go back and forth with you in the comment section or just in real life. Don't go back and forth with them. I've been around a lot of ignorant people, you guys. And I can be ignorant in ways too. But the difference is when you don't know something, you don't try to act like it. You don't have to belittle people. You don't have to make people feel less than. I've been around people who were ignorant and thought they were going to make me feel less than. Or people who just chose to be small-minded. And instead of going back and forth with them, instead of, even with my comments, even just with me saying certain things, it is what it is. It's either for them or it's not. You're allowed to speak your truth. Now, when you speak your truth, you need to be confident. The only people, like I said, who try to challenge you and come up against you are people who are not meant to be around you in the first place. And a lot of them, I'm going to tell you from experience, they learn the hard way, whether they want to admit it or not. And that's going to be the next video that I'm going to be talking about. People subconsciously, consciously, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everyone's not on the same frequency. Everyone is not. So when you know something, when you're passionate about something, you want to speak on something, speak with confidence. The only feathers I've ever ruffled are the people, like I said, you're not even meant to be here. You don't even go here. You guys see Mean Girls? She doesn't even go here. Don't worry about people and places and things that have nothing to do with you. And if you're that person, you need to stop focusing on everybody else. You need to start focusing on yourself. You need to start focusing on things that make you feel good. Because the people that y'all be trying to go back and forth with, they don't care. That's another reason why I've never felt the need to explain myself or say certain things to certain people. Like, when people be shady or, like I said, ugly, I talked about this in the video previously. When people, like, are shady subconsciously, like, when people are rude, when people hate themselves, when people have envy, anything that's just low vibrational, anything that I'm not, anything that you're not, you don't gotta confront them. People want you to dislike them. People want you to go back and forth with them. No, we're just not meant to be, and that's okay. People have, like I said, internal issues that they're dealing with. Leave these people alone. Like I said, if they're not willing to come to you or go to God, ancestors, universe, it is what it is. But it's like, say what you want to say. It's so important for you to speak your truth, especially when you know. Because 100% of the time, the truth is going to be exposed regardless. When you know who you are, when you know what you've done, when you genuinely know what you believe in, you know that. I know what I believe in. I know I'm indigenous. I know how connected I am to my source and my energy. I don't play those type of games because I've had things happen to me in real life, to myself and to other people. Trust your intuition. People will sit here and say they support you, they love you. Oh, I like what you're saying. And then turn around, like I said, and be extra. Don't worry about them. If you know something and you want to speak on it, but you have to speak with confidence. And the more you start to speak with confidence when you know what you're talking about and it's the truth, you don't have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to be afraid of. If people don't like you speaking the truth, if people don't like you speaking and saying certain things that you've experienced, they need to learn. They need to go figure it out. You have a problem? Go to God. Go to your ancestors. Go to the universe. Go to whomever. But people don't get to have control over you or have authority. No, like I said, nobody has ever. Now, me personally, you guys, I'm a reserved individual. So it's like I pick and choose because I have control of what I want to say when I want to say it because I choose to say certain things. That's the same thing with you. You have the power to say what you want to say. Now, when you say certain things, like I said, make sure you can back it up, of course, because you reap what you sow. Like what you put out, it comes back to you. But I don't do all that. I never have and I never will. A lot of people are not as important as they try to make themselves to be when they try to challenge you and go up against you. Like I said, it's out of ignorance. A lot of people operate out of their ego. A lot of people are arrogant. You know the difference. When somebody's telling you something to better you, it will make you feel a certain type of way. And even with myself, I always tell you guys, when you're getting messages, especially like on the internet or just in general, question what people are saying. If people get mad at you for asking them questions, that's a red flag. You'll know when somebody has genuine intentions. You know when somebody doesn't, because once again, you are just intuitive. Like everyone, like I said, is not aware. So it's just like this whole purpose of this video. I know I said I was gonna give you like disclaimers and recommendations. I'm just speaking because it's just so much easier to say it like that. Now, if this is your first time watching my videos, this is a good video for you to watch. And you get to decide if you want to continue to watch or you don't. I'm gonna say what I need to say. This is my account. This is my page at the end of the day. It's not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. Like, when you are okay with yourself, I made a video talking about that. When you like yourself, when you love yourself, guess what? Nobody has to agree with you. Nobody has to like you. Opinions don't require people to speak on. That's why it's an opinion. Now, if you have the facts, if you have the evidence, you have the research, okay, Like I said, the truth is the truth. You don't need to sweat off of that. And it's like, when you know you're telling the truth, when you know you're doing right, when you know what type of person you are, you have nothing to worry about. Like, I'm not afraid of anybody or anything, because I know what I do behind closed doors in a real life. And when you live in authenticity, when you live in the truth, it's going to get revealed regardless. There is nothing new underneath the sun. Literally, not even the sun. The sun is over 4 billion years old. Nothing new. The world is 70% with, like, nothing new. Nothing new. So it's just like, don't worry about people trying to challenge you. You do have to practice this, though. You do have to practice being confident, because it's like, if you tell somebody something and people try to invalidate your experience or validate your pain, or like I said, they're not trying to pour into you, they're not trying to motivate you, they're not trying to educate you, like the advice that they're giving, the suggestions that they're giving are not helping you, you don't need to worry about those people. Like, when you go through a significant amount of trauma and people be like, oh, that's not true, or I wouldn't believe that, or I wouldn't do that, or that can never be, you're not for me. And that's what you need to start saying to people. When you say your truth and people have a problem with them, just stop going back and forth with them. Stop going back and forth. Like, don't speak to them. I'm grown, you guys. I've always been this way. Like, because I've always been this way, because I've always, like I said, been this way, you got to know when to be quiet sometimes. When people think that they're going to be rude or disrespectful or nasty, or like I said, just ignorant or egotistical, and you're not operating out like that, let them go ahead and show their ass. Excuse my French, you guys. Let them go ahead and show themselves. Let them go ahead and show themselves, because in the end, all that stuff, it comes back out. All the skeletons that people try to hide in their closets, when you are the skeleton, boogly wiggly wiggly, you have nothing to worry about. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay, if somebody doesn't know what they're talking about, why do you care? If you don't agree with what somebody's saying, why are you in the comment section? Why are you here? Because you're lost. And that's okay, because like I said, maybe you're here, you should be taking notes. That's what we said in the beginning of the video. For all the people that want to be rude and nasty and disrespectful, if that's not you, then you have nothing to worry about. Because it's like, why are you being rude and why are you being disrespectful? Like, let me know, you guys. You ever, like, said something or did something and people just wanted to be so nasty? Like, I'm going to block you. I'm going to delete you. First of all, I'm not reading the Declaration of Independence. Like, people really be trying to sit here and send Declaration of Independence of, like, a negative. I don't do negative energy. I'm not a negative person. When people want to be negative, you be positive. We take the higher road. We're always going to be the bigger person. Oh, I don't want to be the bigger person because blah, 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 blah. Okay, then don't. But over here, we're positive, we're uplifting, we're loving, we're vulnerable, and we're honest. So if you don't like those things, you don't need to be here. Now, if you want to continue to watch because you have nothing to do, make sure you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, make sure you're commenting down below, turn on your post notifications so you can be subscribed. But for those of you guys who are part of the community, let's be for real. It's almost September. Almost like 3 or 4 months of 2025 when I'm posting this. Let me know when you're watching this. Say what you need to say. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. The people that are meant to get it, like my community, you all, because I don't want to call you guys subscribers because you guys are real people, but this squad, La Familia, if you know, you know, like, everybody does not have to agree. Nobody's telling you to. Like, you're not obligated to like and agree with everybody. But it's like, once you say that you don't like something or you don't agree with it, don't waste your time. Start letting people know we're not compatible. Like, when people try to disagree with me, and because people want you to convince themselves to, and it's no. If you're not willing to be open-minded and understand perspective, because there's no limitation to life, there's no limitation when it comes to perspective, then maybe we can converse. Like I said, if people are wanting to receive the information, even if they disagree with you, they're still going to have a level of respect, which a lot of people don't have nowadays. All to y'all shade. They'll have a certain level of respect. They won't try to belittle you. They won't try to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about, or like you haven't done certain things. Like, I can't stand people like that. I don't even have conversations with people like that. And I don't. Like I said, when people want to be nasty and rude and just look at them, pray for them if you pray, and just remove yourself. Because it's like, You're not here to change how people are as a person. And once you realize you can't change people, you don't have to worry about how people perceive you or what it is that you want to say, especially, like I said, if it's your truth and you know it's your truth. And if you do believe in like God, answers to the universe, they're not coming up against you. Silly rabbit, tricks were for kids. That's what people like have a hard time comprehending. Like, why she get to say this? Why he? Because they can. As long as you're not out here, like I said, causing confusion or corruption or misleading people or hurting others or yourself, you're gonna do what you want to do. But it's like, say what you want to say. Like, if you know a specific topic and you know, speak on it. And once again, even if you know something, like, let's just say you're talking about healing or somebody else is talking about healing on YouTube. Both of us can have our experiences. We just have two different perspectives on how we internalize it or how we process the information. But at the end of the day, if we're on the same page, it's the same beliefs and the same morals. It's just how we choose to interpret it. Just because somebody else is talking about healing and maybe I don't have the same experiences as them doesn't mean that I'm going to deny them. The goal is to work together. So it's like, if you're not willing to work together with people, let them think and feel what they want to think and etc. But it's just like, say what you want to say. Because the more you don't speak your truth, the more, like I said, people who are just like malicious and evil, they be, anyways, I'm going to keep it cute. I'm keeping it cute because I was told if I don't have nothing nice to say, I don't need to say it. And practice that. The more you have conversations with people who you're meant to be in alignment with, the more you don't have to have arguments. Like, when you are emotionally intelligent, it's called a conversation. It's called a dialogue. Conversations can last forever, in hours and hours and hours. Shout out to Money Long. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. Like, say what you want to say and stand on it. Because at the end of the day, the truth will set you free. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. That's all of the recommendations. That's all of this disclaimers. That's just everything. Like, if you know something, speak on it. Because people that are meant to hear it are meant to hear it. Like, you got to realize that when you speak your truth and you are true to yourself, the people, like I said, that you're meant to be in alignment with, they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. Like, they appreciate you. Like, the people who watch my videos and engage and they're like, oh my God, I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. They're meant to receive it. Everybody else, like I said, y'all are not meant to be here. Oh, I don't like olives, but you don't see me going back and forth with the olives. That's unnecessary. If you don't like something, don't. And like I said, I'm gonna make sure you stand on it. Make people stand on it. If you say certain things, make them stand on it. It's 2025. So yeah, if you just wanted to say something, like I said, that's positive, like I said, all rude and disrespectful comments will be blocked and deleted. Like, you will not get that time of the day. But if you wanted to say something, say it. If you know something and you're passionate and you're interested and you just want to express yourself, you're allowed to do that. Like I said, be mindful though, because it does come with consequences. Like, I'm not just telling you how to say any and everything. And allow people to misinterpret what you said, because like I said, when people already make up their mind about you, or people want to be ignorant, or people want to be shallow, or people want to be egotistical, when people want to be committed to misunderstanding you, they will do any and everything. And it's easy to tell when somebody wants to challenge you and come up against you because they're in their ego or whatever it is, because every time you say something, they always want to go against it. They always have an excuse. They always want to go like opposite of what you're saying, or they try to play all these mental mind games. That's childish and it's embarrassing. It's very degrading. You don't have to play mind games if you're smart. Keyword is if. So make sure you guys like this video. All jokes aside, make sure to follow me on all social media platforms. Let me know what you guys want to be talking about. If not, spoiler alert, I gave you guys the next topic. It's 2 things that I said in this video that's going to be the next 2 topics. Well, when you see this video, the other videos will be posted, and then when you see this video after, the topics will be discussed. But yeah, make sure you guys book your service in a session so we could chit chat and, you know, be calm and relaxed, and, you know, just get what you need to get off your chest so you're not being afraid or not being yourself, right? And worrying about things that have nothing to do with you. As well as follow me on TikTok and on Instagram, because I will be going live and we will be answering you guys' questions if you're not able to book a service in a session. But I do love you guys. I do appreciate you guys, and say what you want to say, but stand on it. Stand on it. stand on it. Regardless if people are on your side or not, stand on it. If you believe in it, you know it to be true. Like I said, it's not negative. It's not anything that's low vibrational. Speak on it. And if people are so real, even myself, ask questions. And like I said, use your discernment. Okay? Love you. Bye.